Good morning, Hoosiers, and welcome to Times News 24/7, brought to you by the Noblesville Times Online in living color from the Times studio. I'm Stu Clampett with your top headlines for Wednesday, March 2nd, 2011. In our top story today, 2 weeks after an initial proposal from the Boys and Girls Club of Noblesville to purchase the Connor Learning Center from Noblesville schools, the school board met Tuesday evening to discuss the offer and concerns they have before entering into an agreement. The Boys and Girls Club presented $320,000 of an offer to the school board at February 15th. However, the board received the proposal only hours before the meeting and did not have time to look over the offer in depth and make a motion. The offer was valid until Tuesday. Quote, "I think we're going to walk out of the school board meeting with a decision on the 15th. That's according to school board president Chris Ham. The White River continued to rise in Noblesville Tuesday, causing road closures and causing residents to take action, keeping their basements and doorsteps dry. Roads including Indiana 19 between Logan Street and Field Drive, Allisonville Road between Carbon Street and Wellington Parkway, Edith Avenue, Riverwood Drive, and 186th Street between Indiana 37 and Promise Road were all closed Tuesday due to water covering the roadway. In Noblesville, a loan car on Indiana 19 near a bridge before Logan Street was almost completely covered. The car had several people taking pictures nearby, and they said the water had risen before their very eyes. The flood brought out many people with cameras along the flooded White River to take pictures documenting the rising water. The Indiana Department of Homeland Security advises caution to all drivers in flooded areas, and several safety tips are included in today's Times. 3 board members from the Legacy Fund Community Foundation have announced their retirement from the board, including Gary Irvin, John J. Quinn, and Mike L. Smith. Smith joined the board in 1998. Irving and Quinn have served the board since 2008 and 2000, respectively. Smith and Quinn were also named president while on the foundation's board. On behalf of the Legacy Fund Community Foundation, I would like to express the deepest gratitude and appreciation for Gary, John, and Mike. That's according to Brian Payne, president of the Central Indiana Community Foundation. He went on to say that their support of the Legacy Fund is a reflection of their leadership and commitment to the community. Their presence will be missed. The new elementary school on Promise Road now has its official name, the Promise Road Elementary School. The name was approved 5-0 by the Noblesville School Board during a special school board meeting on Tuesday night. Quote, "It's the logical name," said School Board President Chris Ham. Giving it the official name is appropriate. The school's mascot has yet to be determined. Hoosiers who sustained damage caused by severe weather, including wind and flooding, beginning February 27th and ongoing, are urged to report the damage online at this email address. A link to the form is available on the Indiana Department of Homeland Security website at www.in.gov/DHS. In the middle of the page, under Topics of the Day, click on Report Damage from Severe Storms and Flooding that began February 27, 2011. Quote, "Individuals with uninsured damage from the severe weather must report quickly." That's according to IDHS Executive Director Joe Wainscott. He also said the faster we can assess the situation, the better, especially if the determination is to pursue federal assistance. As a last resort, individuals without internet access may contact the Indiana Department of Homeland Security directly to report damage at 233-0939. Sports and local weather with Paul Poteet in Studio B are both up next.
The heat is on. The Times and several Hamilton County businesses are helping local residents afford utility costs with our new The Heat is On promotion. The Times will pay up to $200 for one utility bill submitted by promotion winners. One day each week in February, the Times will publish a promotion page and entry form for The Heat is On. Entrants must be 18 years of age or older to win, and only one entry per person per week is allowed. Keep your eyes on the Times because the heat is on.
Times News 24/7 continues with a look at your weather today, and I'm meteorologist Paul Poteet, direct from Studio B. Happy to be here from paulpoteet.com. Well, in Hamilton County today, it'll be a little bit cooler. It should still look nice out there. We had a beautiful Monday, lots of blue sky. Hope you had a chance to get out and enjoy it. I hit the trails again and went running. And I think you could get outside again today. You may just have to put on another layer. It's going to be a little bit cooler. Why is it a little bit cooler? We've got a cold front on the weather map for today. I'll show you the general map here. As you can see, the cold front's now down to the south of us. Well, that went through in the pre-dawn hours and shifted the winds around, so somewhat cooler air being brought in today. Notice also on this weather map that there's high pressure back out to the northwest. That'll control things at least until Thursday night, when low pressure again spins up on that frontal boundary back to the southwest and moves through here and unfortunately will stall going into the weekend. Boy, that's not good news. It increasingly looks like we're going to see some pretty good rain amounts around. One batch will be late Thursday night going into Friday in the morning. Then there'll probably be a break for a while during the day on Friday into the afternoon. And then as the cold front approaches, sometime Friday night going into Saturday morning, rain, heavy at times, could be some thunder out of this, although this time it doesn't look like severe weather, just some heavy rain. As a matter of fact, look at this chart that shows an estimation of total rainfall amounts for Friday and Saturday, and you can see it's not good news for Indiana. That whole shaded area, that purple type color in central Indiana would indicate 2 to 3 inches of rain, maybe as much as 3 to 4 inches up in the northeastern corner of Indiana. They've got the bullseye right over about the Angola area with about 3.5 inches of rain there. So 2 inches of rain certainly possible in central Indiana as we head into the weekend. But that's still to come today. Not bad at all, as you can see in our forecast. The graphic courtesy of WTHR Channel 13, where you can see me sometimes on sunrise as you start your day there. The afternoon high in Indianapolis today hits the mid-40s. Here in Noblesville, we should be able to get up to about 41 degrees, and the skies will be mostly sunny. Low tonight down into the mid-20s. Expected about 25 for the low. And then tomorrow up around 46 for the high temperature, and I think we're in good shape for Thursday, although there will be a few more clouds around in general. As we go into the Thursday night time period, anytime after midnight, the rain could begin. Chances of showers on and off, as I discussed a moment ago, both Friday and Saturday. Highs will get into the low to mid-50s down in Indianapolis, and there you see it getting cool again. As we make our way into Saturday night and Sunday, there could be a few snow showers. Right now, it doesn't look like snow is going to be a big concern for us, but we'll keep an eye on that, too, along with the big rains Friday and Saturday. And that's the big update for today. I'll be online with you all day long, though, at paulpoteet.com if you're looking for updates. And we're back here with more local news, weather, and sports in just a little bit as we continue on Times News 24/7. Thanks for watching.
The heat is on. The Times and several Hamilton County businesses are helping local residents afford utility costs with our new The Heat is On promotion. The heat is on. The Times will pay up to $200 for one utility bill submitted by promotion winners. One day each week in February, the Times will publish a promotion page and entry form for The Heat is On. Entrants must be 18 years of age or older to win, and only one entry per person per week is allowed. Keep your eyes on the Times because the heat is on. The heat is on.
Tuesday night's Lone Taylor sectional game would answer the following question: who was the better 14-win Golden Eagles team? That's right, there were two of them facing off. The answer turned out to be Guerin Catholic, although the GCHS Golden Eagles had to survive a screaming run from the Oak Hill Golden Eagles in the fourth quarter. The final defensive stop allowed Guerin Catholic to win 52-50 and advance to Friday's semifinal against Sheridan. Wide open, down to the wire, exciting. That's how basketball fans were talking about the Noblesville sectional. Was it exciting? Only for Carmel and Fishers followers. Carmel, which had lost in the same building by 9 points earlier in the season, and a team which had won only 8 games during the regular season, ran the host Millers out of the mill. Coach Scott Hetty's Greyhounds won 60-38. In the nightcap, Fishers, a 2-point loser to Zionsville during the regular season, led from post to post as Coach Joe Leonard's Tigers came away with a 48-38 victory over the Eagles. A 21-point second quarter helped University take control as the Trailblazers won their sectional opener 65-48 over the host Autucks on Tuesday. University is now 5-16 for the season and plays Metropolitan at 6 p.m. Friday in the semifinals. That's your local news for Wednesday. For more information on these and other stories, visit our homepage or pick up a print copy of the Noblesville Times. For Times News 24/7, I'm Stu Clampett.